Wow, January just went by that fast. And today we're going to look at the sales report for January for North America. Numbers do look promising, but we don't know if that is because some people wanted to buy before the tariff rush. There's speculations that the cars imported to US will cost $4,000 to $10,000 more. We will also do a comparison with Genesis, as some of you have mentioned that I need to expand my brands. So let's start off with Genesis, as we know Genesis is a younger luxury brand from Hyundai, and they're slowly growing year over year. So we'll do a comparison between Genesis and Lexus. Hey, it's LSF here today, and today we're here to look at North American sales. Well, I wanted to do North American sales, but it seems like Mexico has not released their numbers yet. It will take a few more days. So when I do get that information, I will add it to the description below and probably add it as a comment so you can see that what are the results for Mexico. Hopefully that they'll release this information earlier so that it can actually go all together with US, Canada, and Mexico. So now let's start off with Canada. So Lexus in Canada, it's been a very good month. It sold 2,215 vehicles, and it's up 18.3% in comparison to January last year. There's a few highlights. The Lexus UX is up 10.4%. Wow. You know that we've been saying that the UX may get discontinued because the sales just keep on dropping. For whatever reason, January, it's up 10.4. Maybe last January it was bad. We'll have a look at that. The NX 450h Plus, welcome to the club, because there's 363% more vehicles sold in January. Best month ever. The Lexus RX Hybrid, best January ever, up 28.7%. So you can see that these records are all plug-in hybrids or hybrids. And then we look at the RX plug-in hybrid, up 400%. Best month ever. Again, welcome to the club, to the plug-in hybrid club. And then we have the TX hybrid, and that's up 80.5%, another monthly record. So the best January ever. So when you look at all these, a lot of these sales are hybrids. So you can see that hybrids are selling a lot more, meaning they have more batteries. I really don't know. But when you look at that, Lexus electrification for January is 65.6%. That is extremely high. And you look at Toyota's 53.3%. So overall is 55.8% electrification. So definitely we can see that they are doing much better. And also you would start seeing this trend because when they do release the RAV4, most likely it's going to be hybrid only. So you'll start seeing more and more hybrids only, and the ICE vehicles you probably won't see as much. So really when you look at this, I really don't know if there's a push to buy more cars because of the potential tariffs, and people are rushing in to buy before so they don't have to pay that 25% extra on whatever the cost is going to be. And when you really look at it, January's a very good month. Because when we look at the sales for Lexus in Canada, 2,215 in comparison to 2023, their best year, which they sold 31,000 vehicles. They actually are only under 70 vehicles compared to 2023. And when you look at last year, 1873, it was not bad. But this year, they are coming back to this trend. So we will have to see February if this number is going to be any different. But definitely it does look like it's a good start for Canada. But then let's hope that there's no tariffs, and if there's no tariffs, these numbers will potentially still be very good. But if there are going to be tariffs, I really don't know what that impact is going to be for Lexus Canada and USA when it comes. Follow me on Instagram at LSFT Videos. You can see updates on my experience with the NX 450h Plus, which may not be shown on any future videos. You can reach out to me via direct messaging if you have any questions on your Lexus. If you like this video, you can provide me feedback in the comments below, like this video, share it with your friends. This definitely will help with the YouTube algorithms. Press the subscribe button and bell icon and get notified when new videos show up. And lastly, if you want to support me further, you can provide me a super thanks or visit my Amazon storefront before you purchase anything from Amazon, and or you can purchase products from the list on the items that I've been using with my vehicle or at home at no extra cost to you. And now let's continue with the video. Alright, so now we're at the Lexus USA sales. So you can see here. So I've changed this a little bit. Hopefully this is more better to read, but let's give it a try here. So the UX, 753. So it's up 3.15%. But when you look at the best, the best of this last 7 years, it's really far. It's like half of that. So I'm not sure. We definitely see that it's going to go around the same numbers because, again, it does need a refresh. And then when you look at the IS 1275, it's up 1.84%. Comparison to the best 1708, it's still a little bit off, but it hasn't gone down too much. NX, best NX, at least when you look at here, 7 years, 5,573. That is up 9.73%. Definitely a very, very good month for the NX. So we don't know. Will it actually break this 74,000 record? Time will only tell. We have 11 more months to see. The ES, 2,273, better than last year, up 7.62%. And when you look at it, I think it's decent. For a sedan at this time and age, it's actually not doing too bad. And then we look at the low-selling LS. We really don't know if LS will stay. And you probably want to watch that LS video that I launched recently. It does look like we're continually seeing it drop 143 and compared to 212 last year. So again, another drop. They haven't really refreshed the LS for quite some time. We move over here. The RX. RX is down 7%. So about 7,000 last year, 6,500 this year. I'm not too concerned about the RX. Typically, they will still sell over 100,000 of these vehicles per year. We'll have to see if this continues, but I think it's just the start of the year. So we'll have to monitor the RX. We look at the GX, the brand new model year, 3,181. But at least the best for the 7 years, up 65%. That trend continues from like July last year. They're doing 4,000 to 3,000. We'll have to see when that will taper off because then they'll go back to the norm. But we will have to see. If it starts off great, we may see a record-breaking year this year. We'll have to put an eye on that. LC, 185. So this one I didn't even put a percentage increase or decrease, but we know it's an increase. It's up 24%. Again, still not the best when you compare to the 2013. And then when you look at the rest of the year, we'll have to see if it continues, but it's a good sign here because 30 and 72 late last year didn't do well. 185 really shows that it's gone back a bit. We look at the LX, 376. So I think it has tapered off. I don't know, but LX for sure. Either they're waiting for the LX700H, but it's gone down almost 40%. But again, I think it's still in a normal state. We'll have to see if this will continue to be like this or it will pop back up. We really don't know. RC Final Edition 2025, 147. So still doing decent. If you look at this and the LS, very similar, right? 143, 147. So are we going to see an LS Final Edition? I don't know. I hope not. TX, disappointing month for TX. It's down 30%, 1,928 compared to like the stop sale, post stop sale, 3,400, 3,400, and 1,928. A little bit concerned here. I don't know why we're seeing a drop, but at least it does contribute to almost 2,000 vehicles, but still, I was expecting more for the TX. And then last but not least, the battery RZ 263. A very good year last year, and then it started to taper off. So 263, it may need a little of a discount for it to really get better, or probably a brand new model. So down 33%. So TX, RZ are very similar. So now we look at the total. You can see 22,618 for the month, and you can see it's been very well. Number two in comparison. 2015, 23,000 is the record at this point, and 22,618 definitely is nothing to be concerned about. It's up 0.5% compared to last year. So last year was the best year. So their 0.5 increase of that. So if this trend continues, we will see another good year. We'll have to see. This is going to be tough. So before we go to Genesis, we're going to look at the NX. So you can see that 5,573, it was the best for the last 7 years. But when you look at the lifeline of the NX, it's actually been the best January ever. And it's actually up 10% really compared to like last year. So definitely a very good sign for the NX. And and it's not even like a major, like a mid-cycle refresh yet. This is still the 2025 model year that was released last year. So let's see how this will iron out. All right, so now let's look at the Genesis brand. Unfortunately, I've not been able to get the breakdown of the models yet. I do have the total. 4,852 is the total for January 2025. Compared to 2024, 4,269, it's up 13.7%. Definitely very good, very strong, because if you look at it, Lexus has only gone up 0.5%. So definitely a very strong brand here, right? So what I did was I took January's number and I put a percentage of the models. And then I just took that percentage and took it from the 4,852. So get a sense of what the numbers look like. All right. Uh, Things, it could be different. The GV60 could have been more and the G90 could have probably got less. Okay. All right. So let's look at the yearly differences here. So what I've done was, okay, the GV60 is in comparison to the UX. 70 is the NX, the 80 is the RX. You can say that no, it's actually not that comparison, but that's what I feel, that these are the equivalent models. The G70 is the IS, the G80 is the ES, and the G90 is the LS. Okay, so when we look at that, let's look at 2024. So 2024, Genesis has sold 73,682, and that is up 7.1% compared to 2023. With the same models, 2024, Lexus has sold 266,266 vehicles, and that is up 0.8% compared to 2023. But then when you look at 2023, the same, you can see that Genesis is up 22.4%, whereas Lexus is only up 19.7%. So you can definitely see that Genesis, as a younger brand, has a lot bigger potential of selling more vehicles year over year. 2024 was the best year for Lexus already, but it only went up 0.8% on these core models. One big problem, okay? UX is not selling as well, IS is not, ES is not, and the LS is not. Only the NX and RX breaking records, but the Lexus portfolio has more vehicles, like the GX, like the TX, like the LX. So they have more models, and probably there's more potential in growth there. So when you look at that, definitely it's not apples to apples comparison. So when you compare it with these core 5 models, 2022, Lexus sold 3.9 times the vehicles of Genesis. 2023, 3.8 times. 2024, 3.6 times. So you're definitely seeing that they are catching up. And it will take time for it to gain momentum and be able to go above and beyond. There's a lot to it. It's not just like their vehicles, it's also the experience, dealership networks, and where they can sell, how many dealerships do they have, how do they get delivery, but overall, even more models as well. Do leave in the comments below, what do you think about this comparison? I really wanted to compare it by actual month sales, but unfortunately, this information is not available yet. So over time, hopefully we'll be able to do a better comparison and really see if Genesis is going to grow better, grow stronger than Lexus. And last but not least, we have numbers for Acura as well. So Genesis 4,852, and if you look at that, Acura is double in sales in comparison to Genesis. And then when you look at that, Genesis is up 13.7%. You also see Acura's up 0.6%. Lincoln 6,470 is Ford's luxury brand, is down 7.4%. Overall, you can see that Lexus is still doing much better in comparison to these three brands. In comparison to these four brands, other than Lincoln, Lexus is actually growth the least. I hope that you found that this video was informative, and until next video, drive safely. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, share this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can provide me a super thanks. And until next time, cheers.